Hello, everyone, and welcome to this showcase of everything new included in the Mountain Bundle DLC. This DLC was dropped at the end of last year, and it came as a surprise since we thought there will be no more content for City Skylines 1. Specifically for us console players that are still playing City Skylines 1, as we don't have access to City Skyline 2. A lot of people already moved on to the new game, and a lot of content creators on YouTube moved on to the new game, but I'm still trying to give more content and more background for City Skylines 1. As I said, this came as a surprise, but actually I'm really happy because they've given us more options to use during our game, and more options is always welcome as we don't have access to the Steam Workshop or any downloadable content outside of the official releases. So this DLC came with three things: the Mountain Village content creator pack by Thomas 13TO, which include 45 new buildings, and we'll go over them in a minute. The map pack 3 by Teddy Radko, which include 10 maps, 3 scenarios, and 10 intersection assets. I'm going to link a different video where I'm going to go over the maps individually, and we're going to go a little bit over what they offer, the 3 scenarios as well, but the intersections I'm going to include in this video. And thirdly, the Alpine Tunes radio. Personally don't use the radios, so I did not really buy that one. The CCP, both of them are on sale right now on the PS Store. So if you guys wanted to grab it, this is the best time to get it as this video is out. If you want to add on to your savings, you can also grab some PS Store gift cards from the link below from my instant gaming link. You get an extra 30% or 25% off, so you can build up on those savings already with the sale. Without further ado, let's go over what the CCP is including with the Mountain Village content creator pack. To start, let's go over everything included in the Mountain Village Content Creator Pack by Thomas 13TO. So this one comes with 45 new buildings, including 30 unique buildings, including hotels, inn, and lodges, 3 service buildings, 7 new parks, and 5 more props to use. With the unique buildings, you can find them under the unique building tab, and you just have to scroll to the Content Creator Pack, Mountain Village, and they're all right here. These include, as I said, a lot of buildings, including some really nice looking building, looking like hotels, inns, and lodges that you usually find in ski resorts and mountain villages across Europe and North America. They're all really nice, detailed building. Thomas did a really amazing job with the detail, and as you can see, there is a lot of variety which come to color, sizes, and all the details that come with them. You can create some very unique looking mountain resorts up in your mountain, or include them in your cities, as well as some hotels and lodges. Just as FYI, these don't work with the hotel and resorts DLC, so they don't act as hotels. They don't bring tourists. You can charge money, but they work as unique buildings. So they're going to bring the score up of your tourism and bring tourists to your town. Just look at this building. It looks beautiful. This reminds me of something you find in Aspen or in Whistler in Canada. And look at these relax and balconies with all these details and this roof. There are, as I said, 30 of them, so there's a lot of options, from small ones, big ones, high ones with multiple floors, lower ones, and some deeper asset like this one where it goes a little bit to the back, and you can really include some more detailing around it to bring the space even further. Some smaller ones like this, very cute, something you see in Austria for sure. Yeah, so quite a bit of choices to go from. And we have even more. Look at this one. This is one of my favorite. This is, you see in North America, mostly big hotel chains, smaller ones. And yeah, and this one as well. Look at this one. Super beautiful. I really like this steep roof. And all the details that you see, and all the brickwork as well that we have here, and all the tile and roofing that we see. This one as well can work anywhere, not just in a mountain. And even the back here, as you can see, there's an exit, and maybe you can even use a path to connect to it. I'm not sure if it snaps, it does not snap, but for sure you can make it work and extend it. Again, some smaller assets with a really cute roof, something you see in Austria, Switzerland, or Germany, and some of them more North American. But it's a really nice one. It's a shame that it does not work with the hotels and resort DLC, and you can't use them as actual hotels. But it still add a flair to your build if you're trying to go for something more mountainous and add some personality to your town. And look at this extension at the back, super beautiful. So this is it for the unique buildings. They all come in the uniques. And for the service buildings, it comes with 3 service buildings. First, we have the healthcare center right here. This is actually my new favorite healthcare center. It's quite compact, it's small, and it only have around 420 upkeep per week, which is perfect. It can work really well in a rural setting or in an inner suburb, as well as your mountain builds. Then we have the fire station, again, super nice, super detailed. I really like the rock work at the bottom right here with the wood at the top, really gives it that really nice mountain look and vibe. And then finally we have the police station as well. I really like this rock thing coming out of the building with the police sign on it. Really nice detail. Again, it's a good option and gives us one more police station to use in our builds. For the parks, we have 7 new parks. We have this gazebo with chairs which can be used, and Sims will actually come and use them. We have this mountain restaurant which can work perfectly as the end of a gondola up in your mountain if you're trying to build ski resorts off season in a regular map or during the season for a snow map. We have a gate here that can work in a park and actually work with um, the pads, so the pads will snap automatically to it, and you can actually use it with our nature reserves as well. It's a really nice addition to the nature reserves. We have this amphitheater with chairs. Again, the Sims will be using it and will sit, but unfortunately there will be no performances. As you know, for our players on console, we don't have access to the concerts DLC, so we don't have that included, which is a shame. But it's a really nice addition here. We have this open restaurant here with this kitchen at the back, which look like can host a barbecue or even a cooking show maybe in the mountains with nice seating as well. And you can maybe use the, sorry, let's see if we can use the aprons right here. Yeah, we can use the apron and even make it bigger with some more chairs and tables and detail it even more and gives it a little bit more options. Let's see if we can use the props that came with it. Yes, and we can just extend it, which can be a really nice addition. We have this shelter gazebo thing, which work as a shelter up high in the mountains, or you can just include it in here and just make it a bigger asset. And the last one is this tower, which can complement any nature reserve builds as well, where people can go up bird watching or just enjoying the views from up here. Also, we have 5 props that we can use. We have this small chair right here. We have the table right here. We have the fireplace. We have the haystack or ski stack that you can be using. And finally, we have this info booth or card that we can be using. And actually, this is one of my favorite props. I'm using it in my builds in my nature reserve. As you can see here, once you come in, I use it as an information As you know, whenever you go hiking, usually there is some information about the way people can go up and which ways are available and which trails can be accessible through here, which is a very nice addition. So the props can work in many ways, not just with the mountain builds, but in nature reserved, in parks, and other builds in your city. Now let's go over the intersections that are included in the map pack 3. So this one comes with 10 new intersection assets that you can use, and they're all pre-made intersections and interchanges for our highways. So if you go to the road option, you can just go to the content creator packs tab and you can just find them all here. These are pre-made, which is cool, specifically for console players, since we don't have Move It and all the mods that make it easy to make very nice smooth interchanges, so you can just have them already there. So this one, the first one, is a clover mill interchange, which is a mixture between a clover and a mill interchange right here. When you plop it, just make sure that you try a little bit uh, to move it around until you don't see the tunnels anymore. I found that with these pre-made ones, there is a problem. Sometimes it will tunnel some of the roads and it just does not look good. I'll show you that in the other ones that we're going to be going over. And once you plop it, it does create some really nasty terraforming. So the best is just to go to your terraforming options and just you can here make it smooth and remove these harsh angles as much as you can, and it will look way better. And I guess after that you can always do more detailing right here, add in some trees, add in some bushes, um, to make it look more realistic, maybe some rocks as well, or whatever you prefer to be using for your interchanges. So yeah, this is the Clover Mill interchange. It's quite big, it's quite imposing. It works really well in the intersection of two super busy highways. The lane mathematic is not adding up, but I don't think it's going to be a big problem unless you have super heavy traffic or you have another intersection very close to it. So we suggest not putting it close to any other intersections. The next one we're going to be looking at is the trumpet, double trumpet interchange. Remember the problem I told you, sometimes you plop it and it will make tunnels. I tried to make it work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's very finicky. So the other option is once you plop it, you can destroy whatever you don't want and reconnect it again. But you have to be very careful because this is made on a PC and exported to the PS. So sometimes once you start removing stuff, the nodes don't work anymore. So you have to be very careful. This is another one, very imposing, very big interchange, and works between two super busy highways. The third one that we'll be looking at is the three-way stack interchange. This is a very simple, very nice uh, three-way interchange. If you want to use it instead of those ugly vanilla entries that we usually have at the beginning of the cities. But this is, again, very smooth curves, very long radiuses, very nicely done and perfect for a three-way interchange. The next one is another three-way interchange, and it's the trumpet interchange, regular trumpet. Again, so for when I plopped this one, I had those ugly tunnels plopping for some reason. For this one, it's very easy. I just removed them and reconnected the ones below since the bridges are already there. Again, very nicely done with big radiuses, and it's just screaming for some really nice detailing right here with some trees and just smoothing all this area right here and just having fun making this interchange work with some detailing. I just love detailing interchanges. And you can have some other stuff going on right here and even a null with some viewpoints. The next one we'll be looking at is our um, Parklow interchange. So this one is Parklow, which for partial clover leaf. This works perfectly for interchanging between the highway and one of your collector roads. We have two version, this one and this one is just the mirror of the other one. Really nicely done, very smooth curves, very big radiuses, and a nice under highway that going through with these bridges, and it's already made. Let's check if you can actually turn off. You can turn off the traffic lights here. As you might know, vanilla traffic is not the best, so you can definitely turn it off. And again, very easy to use if you're just looking for something ready to plop and just go ahead with your day. The other one we have is this dog bone interchange, which instead of having two separate roundabouts, this one works better. It does funnel the traffic better. You can also, let's check if you can actually upgrade this one to a two-way just to make it even. Yes, you can. So you can have even higher capacity. And this is actually one of my favorite interchanges. I use it quite often. I build it myself, but this one is already pre-made, so a perfect addition. And if you want to make sure that we're respecting the lane mathematic, you can definitely go ahead and do that. And it's just screaming for some, I guess I can just connect it later on. It works. So yeah, another nice interchange included right here. The most efficient interchange so far that we have is the Divergent Diamond. This is even in urban planning, this is a new interchange. It's not very common still worldwide because it's a little bit confusing for people to be switching to the other side, but it's a very efficient one, and this one is nicely made as well. You can also upgrade these from regular roads to highway roads if you want to make it faster, but again, a very, very efficient interchange, specifically if you have a big collector merging into a major highway. The last one but not least, the Parklow interchange AB1, which is just on the same side of the road, and the road is going on top of the highway versus the other one going. This is nice if you want to sunk the highway below your city or tunnel it afterwards. Really nice compact interchange right here. Works really nice, and this is actually, even if you think it's gonna be traffic nightmare, actually it works really well. And again, just for the sake of it, if you want to make the lane mathematic works, you can upgrade them as well right here. And last, we have a roundabout. Perfect if you just want to do something very fast and you don't want to build the roundabout. It also includes the walkways connected here because, as you might know, if you connect, the highway does not have any walkways for pedestrians, so this one connects the pedestrian for all the other ways. The only problem is the pedestrians, then they will be crossing here, creating a little bit of an issue. So usually I prefer to bring this a little bit back to let this roundabout work more efficiently without having pedestrians involved as well, or maybe underpasses for the pedestrians, so the roundabout stays clear. So yeah, so this is the 10 new interchanges included in Map Pack 3. Um, if you're just grabbing the Map Pack 3 for the interchanges, maybe it's not worth it. If you're just looking for something very efficient to use and you don't like building interchanges, I would say go ahead and grab it. We're going to go over the maps included and the scenarios included in a separate video that I will be linking. But for now, this is everything included in the new Mountain Bundle DLC. We're going to go over the new stuff that's included in the last release, which was the Emerging Downtown. Again, exciting stuff being released for City Skyline. Thank you so much for joining. Again, if you're missing any of these DLC, please check the link below for my instant gaming. You can get some PS Store discounts on those cards to bundle it with the discounts already happening and save more money. Please like and subscribe. And if you would like to see any of these CCPs included in the builds, you can check my playthrough that I'm doing right now with Pitslin. It's a really nice playthrough I'm going through. Thank you so much again. See you next time and have a good day. Bye.